23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, pretty good. Again, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Completes it again to Gage. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Up the gut, Fournette. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Brady. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Buccaneers hit 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Going right back to Fant. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now a stoppage for the injury, and that's Leonard Fournette. He's going to get some medical attention, so hold everything here. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's White. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
This is the tight end fan. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Presley Harvin now. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Brady. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Brady. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now Brady again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He completes it to Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
First down, here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Pickett to throw on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 53 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The first carry now for Benny Snell. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They run straight ahead with Snell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, It was enough to get them a first down, and it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Brady gives this to White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Brady now on 1st down. To Evans on the slant. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 40, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Fournette, a first down carry. Gets past one man. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Fournette. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. There's Evans again, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. That's caught over the middle by Fant. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now a 1st down carry for Harris, down to about the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pickett. Now this will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Pickett now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And this one too low.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
On 2nd and 9. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Brady going to throw. This is White on the screen. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pickett sets up play action.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. First and 10, here's Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17,
Pickett.
over the middle, it's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To try again after the sack, Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He finds Pickens over the middle, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air on first down with Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back to throw, Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
It's brought in by Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Brady.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the 49ers who have taken the lead into the intermission. The 49ers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Corey Davis, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Pickett back to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Vita Vea in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. $35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now Pickett.
And this is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now Brady.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Otten really landed in a nice situation when Tampa Bay picked him on day 3 of the draft. He goes to an offense that likes to use more than one tight end. He's got an immediate opportunity to play his way on the field. Plays like that will only get him more looks. A nice first down pickup there.
From midfield, here's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now Brady again. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
On 2nd and 9.
Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here.
PlayStation